growing up, I was raised by both my mother and my grandmother. I had a lot of love for them, or what I thought was love. Like
Right,
they were
of course.
just the best. I just, was with like deep love or whatever. They were all that I knew, or all that was my life. My mother and my grandmother.
And your impression of them was what?
But they were my life. Like I loved them. Like they were beautiful. They were strong women. What they taught me basically, or brainwashed me.
Yeah. Did you know that? Did you know that you had the wrong impression of them?
As I got older, I did. I realized.
Before you heard about it here, did you know you had the wrong impression?
Even before, yeah, because I realized the older I got, like the more like evil, like that they were, and how much I really had a lot of hatred for them.
Right.
Especially like when it came to a relationship with my father, as far as my mother, like she would brainwash me about him, and then I realized, and I got closer to him, like, like you're wrong, like you're not. You're making him out to be like the bad person, but really you are. So yeah.
Amazing. What's your impression now?
My impression now, I have a lot of anger and I have a lot of hatred still for them. I'm trying to get over it, but like it's not, of course, how I just said how when I was a child I loved them and they were just the best. Right. It's not that. So it's the opposite. So. And
so now you're trying to get over the hate you have for them. The anger and stuff.
Yes.
And is it hard to get over?
Yeah, because I'm still holding on to a lot of the stuff from the past. So. Yeah.
Right. You know that you're holding on to it?
Yes.
And how do you know you're holding on to it?
Because I'm not giving it up. Yeah.
And why not? If you know you're holding on to it, you know it's best to let it go, right? Mm-hmm. Why not let it go?
I guess I'm just, still in that fallen state. I just want to hold on to it. I don't see myself forever holding on to it, but, right now it's hard to get over it.
Do you think the anger you have is you?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Why do you think it's you?
Because I'm choosing to live this way.
I'm sorry?
I'm choosing to live this way. I'm choosing to hold on to the
And how do
anger.
you choose to live that way? So you want to be angry at them?
Not really, but I don't know. I don't want to be angry at them.
And so how are you choosing to be angry if you don't want to be angry?
Because I'm not making a difference to change.
What do you mean?
I'm not trying to make an effort to change
Do you know how to change, what the effort is?
Yeah, I know.
How do you make the change?
I already forgave them both.
Right.
But other than that, just, be aware, do the silent prayer, stuff like that. But.
Right. So if you know you're putting forth the effort to make the change, why do you think it's you that's choosing to not change?
Because I don't want to blame anybody else or blame any other thing,
Why not?
Because I just, it's not, I don't think that's the right way. I mean, I used to blame everybody else but myself for my problems. So I feel like if I were to do that, then that would put me, back to blaming other people.
Oh, I
instead
see.
of taking, accountability for it.
So you're taking the blame for something you have no control over?
No, I wouldn't say that because I guess, because, yeah, I'm taking the blame even though I do have control over it.
How you do have control?
I'm lost now.
You say you're taking the blame for something you want to let go.
Yes.
But you choose to hold on to, and you blame yourself for something you want to let go.
Yes. Yeah.
But why would you blame yourself for something that you want to let go of?
Because because it's my life.
What's your life?
Life that I'm living. Like, I'm choosing to make these, I'm making these choices. So instead of me making better choices, I'm choosing to,
So you're choosing to be angry, you're choosing to be afraid, you're choosing to be lonely at times. You're choosing to be that way?
Yeah, when I'm aware sometimes, yeah.
You have these two choices in front of you.
Yeah.
There's one choice to say, oh, you could be at peace. And there's one choice that you could have anger or fear. You decide, I'd rather have the anger or the fear.
When you put it that way, sometimes, because I'm not getting over it like with the past, and I should be getting over the past, but I'm not. So.
And that's why you think it's you?
Yes.
This young man want to tell you how to get past it. What's your first name?
Colin.
Colin.
Yeah.
You're from Florida. It's your first time?
First time, yeah. We've spoken before, but first
right
time
on.
here.
Welcome, man.
Thank you.
Nice. What do you say to he believed that
Yeah, you can't.
it's
do
him.
anything. Yeah.
He's blaming himself. He can choose to be happy, but he doesn't, and on and on.
Yeah, you can't choose. Is basically it. It just you have to watch the false self until it disappears. In my experience, there's nothing you can do.
What do you think about that?
There is no choice. In other words.
What do you think about that?
I think that what he's saying is true. I should watch. You said I should watch the false self?
Observe, yeah.
Observe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I couldn't agree with that. I mean, I don't really. I mean, I feel like I observe, but I just don't think about it, or maybe I don't know.
Does it make sense that you want to be at peace, but you don't because something else is making you do it, but you take that something else as you?
It doesn't make sense, no.
So why would you take it as you? Why would you say it's me?
I can't blame.
What made you? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I can't blame. I don't know. I mean, I think that's always been like my issue, because I don't blame other people, but I blame myself. I go hard on myself whenever it's like certain things in life. So I don't know, I guess. But I understand what you're saying, though.
What am I saying?
Like, that it's not me. That's
Right.
not me. The choices that I'm making.
So if it's not you, why can't you blame whomever it is?
Why can't I blame? Well, I don't think, because I know what you say. Like, you say we should take accountability and responsibility for our choices and our actions, right?
Who said that? I ain't never said that. That's intellectual talking.
Okay. Well, okay, if I were to make a mistake, I don't know. 'Cause I know a lot of times, like we say about the blacks, like they always.
What's wrong with the blacks?
Yeah, what's wrong with the blacks? Like a lot of the blacks, I'm black, so a lot of times we don't take responsibility or accountability, right? Like.
But I mean responsibility, like get up and go to work,
Yeah.
build your own house, stop saying the white man is holding you back. I
Exactly.
mean that kind of responsibility.
Yeah, and
I'm not talking about this other kind of responsibility.
Okay, all right. Heard what you said.
So what do you think about that?
I think that I just got some work to do.
And what is the work?
Just observing. Observing myself and like getting out of my head, stuff like that.
The man in the brown want to tell you exactly what to do.
I mean, I know you, so we've had a few talks. So it's not going to be like a general statement that I would just tell anyone.
Speak up a little bit.
It's not going to be like a general statement that I would say to like anybody. But for you particularly, you should just need to suffer.
He what?
He needs to suffer.
He needs to suffer?
Yeah.
That's your answer?
That's my answer.
I'm sorry, buddy.
No. No. He's got to suffer until he overcomes, until the pain of going through what he's going through is
But his
worse
issue
than what
is-
it is to push through it.
His issue is he's blaming himself.
He knows it's not him.
I'm sorry?
He knows it's not him.
How do you know
That's
that?
why he can tell. He just told you. He said he knows it's not me.
No, you're not sure.
He knows.
Do you know that?
I know that it's not me, but I can't get, like, I don't know, maybe it's me playing God, and I feel like that, like, I can't get over myself and not accept, accept the choices that I'm making, right? I don't know if that makes sense.
The young lady want to respond. Tell him exactly what to do.
I mean, if it was me, I would be observing like what I'm doing and watching it like a movie and doing my best to not judge myself for the decisions that I'm making. And when it happens again, to try and make a better choice or observe that the same thing is, because I feel like all of us individually have different things that we go through in as regards to like poor choices. So I think what I've done is just observe it and see it for what it is, not react to it, not respond to it, not feel bad about it,
But
not
he
take ownership of it.
But he think that is him. He said, I cannot take I got to take responsibility for this. I can't blame someone else. What do you say to that? Am I quoting that right?
Yeah.
Right.
So then he's identifying with it then.
Right.
Let's just say, so he's identifying with the fact that whatever bad choice that he's making, that it's just him. But that goes back to like the whole personality thing of saying, well, that's just my personality, or that's just who I am, where we don't realize that we're not any of those things. So I think first of all, you have to kind of come to the realization that it's not you before you can watch it pass and not identify with it.
Does that help a little bit?
Yeah, it helps. Yeah.
So if that helped, and you know it's not you, why can't you say this is not me? You can't take responsibility for something that is not you.
Yeah, I can't, but I mean, no, I will now. That after this
You will what?
discussion, I will look at it to where that it's not me.
And you know how to do that?
Not really. I mean, silent prayer or other than
I think
Yeah, I'm glad you're working on yourself and being honest, because that's how we can help you if we understand how you're thinking and what's going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think sometimes as well, I mean, I've experienced personally that we don't sometimes want to let go of what we're identifying with because we kind of secretly like it and love it. So I think until you want to let it go, like you have to choose to let it go, and if not, you're going to basically, you got to sit in your hell and you got to suffer.
Do you want to let go? If you knew how, would you want to let go?
Yeah, I mean, I know how.
And how?
And I agree with what little bit what she was saying.
All right.
But
How do you let go?
Suffer like he suffer more, like he was saying. But I'm tired of suffering. But I don't want to suffer anymore. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to fight. But I guess I'm just I don't know, struggling with.
And what are you
enjoyment.
struggling with?
I guess like enjoying it, enjoying being in hell.
You enjoying struggling with hell?
Yeah, like.
And how do you know you're enjoying it?
Like what she was saying, like sometimes we like it a little bit, and even sometimes I have thoughts that like I'm enjoying this hell that I'm putting myself through. But I mean that's why I'm here now, because I don't want to enjoy it anymore.
And where does the thought come from that you're enjoying this?
I think it's like a coping mechanism, like to cope with life.
Where does the thought come from that tell you you're enjoying this?
Like when I'm going through stuff, and it's like it's not gonna get better than this. You might as well just enjoy it, you know. Look at the bright side, I guess.
Well, I want you to know you're not enjoying it.
How do I know?
I'm telling you that you don't.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
And
think so.
the idea that you're loving your hell is coming from hell. And Satan is telling you, oh, you heard me say, oh, there are people who love their hell. They don't want to overcome it, right? And so Satan is telling you that. And it's not true, because if you didn't want to overcome it, if you love your hell, you would be trying to understand it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be working on yourself. The people that love their hell are not working on themselves. They have accepted it. And if someone tells them that there's a way out, they don't want to hear it. But you don't love your hell, you're just not understanding how to overcome it yet. And so don't listen to that voice that tell you that you love your hell. If you love it, you would stay home and smoke a pot every day. You wouldn't be coming, you wouldn't be coming here to try to work on yourself. That's the devil tell you that. That's another lie.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So don't tell yourself you love your hell. You don't love it.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yes, sir.
Do y'all understand that? When you hear me say some people just love their hell, but you're trying to overcome it, that's not applying to you. That applies to the people that don't want to even hear about a way out. They don't want to hear that there's a better way. They love to complain. They love to tell people about their problems. They love this, but they're not doing anything about it. If you say, okay, here's a way out, they don't want to hear it. Those are the people that love the hell, not men like this or women that is working on it. They just try to understand it. That make clear? Is that clear to you?
Yeah, it's clear. It's just, I don't want to keep coming here and having the same problem, you know?
But this is the hospital. You're supposed to.
All right, you put it that way. I mean, you know.
You're supposed to keep going to the doctor until the doctor says you don't have to come back.
Yes, sir. You're right.
Most of the time, doctors don't tell you don't have to come back. They keep you coming for the money. But here's what I want you to know is that it's not you at all. There's nothing for you to take responsibility for except to see that it's not you. The thoughts and the feelings and all that are not you. And so you gotta see that, and that's what's taking responsibility. It's not some physical person, it's the spirit of hell that made a home in you. All human beings are possessed, and it's that spirit of possession that is controlling you. And you can't take responsibility for that. Because if you do, you're agreeing with the devil. And when I say you need to take responsibility, I mean for practical things. Get up and go to work, you know, go to the market or fix your car or whatever, right? That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
But you can't take responsibility for the hell that's in you.
Yeah.
You need to see the hell so that you can overcome the hell by not identifying with it. That makes sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Any question about that?
No, I appreciate it.